Hey guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli here. Today I want to talk about the unfortunate Tesla Model 3 accident that took place in March in Florida. The National Transportation Safety Board, NHTSA, released its initial findings, and then there's also a Tesla response. I'm going to go through that, but a little bit of details about the accident, and then we'll talk about how it affected Tesla. And autopilot in general. So, like I said, it happened in March in Delray Beach area, Florida. Basically, a Tesla Model 3 crashed into a semi-trailer and just literally went underneath it. The driver, a 50-year-old man, Jeremy Baron Banner, was killed on impact, unfortunately for him. The National Transportation Safety Board, NHTSA, reported that autopilot was engaged at the time of the accident for about 10 seconds. The driver's hands were not on the steering wheel. The driver nor autopilot did any maneuvering or took any action to stop the car or to move the car away from the trailer. According to the report, the autopilot was engaged for 10 seconds and the driver's hands were off the wheel for 8 seconds on a 68 miles per hour speed. Basically, because the Tesla went under the roof, under the trailer, the roof was ripped off. This is not the first time that an accident like this happened. In 2016, it also happened, similar crash in Florida, again involving a Tesla car going under a trailer and ripping the roof. The response from Tesla was that Tesla autopilot has specific ways that you need to be engaged with it, meaning eyes on the road, the hands on the wheel, ready to take over all the time. And this was not the case here. They of course feel bad, and it's unfortunate what happened. Tesla also said that there are more than 1 billion miles of Tesla autopilot data compiled. Now, the result of this accident, because it was involved in with Tesla autopilot engaged, the stock plummeted yesterday by $17.50, almost more than 4.5%, and it raised a lot of anxiety. Now, let me. These are just the simple facts of the matter. Let me give you my take, because I drive a Tesla Model 3. I made several videos about autopilot, and I don't want to blame anybody. To me, you are the driver, hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. You are in charge, you are engaged, you're everything. I said that to me the name autopilot could be misleading sometimes and lull drivers into think that the car can do everything by itself. It can't. It can do a lot of things by itself, but it's not an autopilot. It's a driver's assistant, a semi-autonomous, whatever. Call it whatever you want. It's not autopilot. Even the autopilots in airplanes, the pilot always has to be alert. It's not like the pilot leaves the airplane and goes to sleep. It has to be engaged in all time. You are in charge. You are to take charge of it. Now, autopilot has improved significantly. I made a lot of videos about criticizing autopilot and what it does, but it is improving. Having said that, you must be in charge. You must be in charge. Let me give you 2 or 3 examples of my experience with autopilot. Phantom brakes, meaning the car just stops all of a sudden. It can be in a highway, can be in local roads, for whatever the car thinks that's happening. Just last week it happened to me. I was driving on a local road. You know, when you drive through a traffic light and you have, let's say, 2 lanes or 1 lane, but there are lines that can, dotted lines that can tell you to make a left. You can make a left. and I was engaged in autopilot, and the car thought instead of following going straight, I didn't put the indicator. Instead of going straight, it started going to the left, like the wheel really, steering wheel really broke to the left, and of course my hands are on the wheel, and I, took control, and I'm in charge. What I'm saying is, I put most of the responsibility on the driver. You are the driver, you are in charge. Having said that, Tesla must do a much better job in explaining, and people like me who have YouTube channels about Tesla Model 3 and all the Teslas. Look at my videos. I have track record. This is not a fully autonomous car. Autopilot is not autonomous car. You have to be in charge. You have to take over. Sometimes when I'm engaged in navigate on autopilot, it does things that make no sense, move lanes that with no particular reason. You have to be in charge. And unfortunately, that doesn't help these drivers who get killed in accidents like this. And I don't know what Tesla Autopilot was supposed to do. I'm not sure. I'm not the investigator. But what I'm saying is, you cannot lull yourself. You cannot fall asleep. You cannot take your hands off and start texting or whatever that is. I mean, people do it without autopilot, but that's another story. You are the driver. You have to do your job and be in charge. It is a driver assist. It's an awesome driver assist. It's a great driver assist. It's really an amazing technology, and it gets better. And I'm all for it. I'm all for full self-driving eventually. But until then, you are in charge. That's my take. What is yours? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.